Good morning, everybody, and welcome to days 5 and 6 of our trip to the UK, which is where we went to Windsor, starting off by landing at the Paddington Station. Here we go. And we made it to Paddington Station. Wow. Ooh, this is so cool. Beautiful. This is a moment. I'm having a moment. Wow. And we took the train. We landed at Windsor in the area there where they have the restaurants and the shops. And the first place we went was to this restaurant, which left us standing, I'm not kidding, for like 15 minutes. The woman saw us standing there and just ignored us. So I don't wait that long for anybody. So I turned and walked out, and we ended up at this bakery. The food was absolutely amazing. The coffee was delicious. So if you go to Windsor, I highly recommend you stop into this place instead of for a sit-down meal. I mean, obviously we sat down, but my goodness, was it good. Just amazing. And then we went to walk through the town. Now, because we were running late, everybody kept saying, did we miss our slot? We did, but they let us in anyway. Everybody kept saying, don't worry, don't worry. So we went through the town. And then we finally got into Windsor Castle. It was just amazing. Look at that behind me. I was so uber excited. I just cannot tell you. Now, for those of you who have never been there, I didn't realize there was like this town area you had to walk through first. But again, architecture was amazing. We went on this line to get the headphones to walk us through, and we saw some interesting pictures. Remember, there was a big fire there, and there were before and after photos of the fire and the damage and what it looked like after it had been rebuilt. You could tell that they rebuilt it as close to original as they possibly could. I couldn't even tell that there had been a fire. Anyway, it was just beautiful. And so then very hilly though, we went walking down to the chapel. I saw the door on the side, the one that Harry was, I'm air quoting, caught coming out of by the paparazzi. And here you go. I sincerely recommend if you guys go that you get these things are free, that you can watch. So then we walked into the actual chapel. Photos were not allowed. I didn't realize that until somebody said something. And by then I'd already taken a great deal of photos. So no point in not posting them. Beautiful area, beautiful architecture. I was able to see the Queen's grave, although I didn't get a picture of it. And what really got me was you see all this wood in the side, the way it's carved. It's just amazing. Yeah, another picture of that side door. The inside was also beautiful. Lots of rooms. No photos inside, guys. Okay, so we go out, and of course, changing of the guards. No visit to one of these places would be without. Oh.
Set these! Pass!
The grounds were extensive. They were very well taken care of. Beautiful, beautiful castle. You should go. Now, of course, we went back into the town only to run into a Krispy Kreme donut stand. That is so American. It's ridiculous. Beautiful town. I wish we'd had more time to spend there. And I'm assuming that that cutout is not accurate of the height of the queen, because I am extremely tall and I don't believe that she would have been that tall. Of course, that's just me. Now, we got back in the afternoon and I went for my first real tea. There was a whole thing on Twitter because I said, what goes first? The clotted cream, the jam, the butter? How do you put this thing together? What difference does it make? It was unfreaking believable. It was delicious. And I love having tea and food now. Now, the next day, we decided to go to this area where they have this thing called the London Eye. Now, as we're getting there, we saw all these cool things like you could go curling, the Royal Waterloo Hospital for Children. And we came up on an area where Netflix, now remember, this was during the strike. Netflix was filming a part of The Crown. And this woman walks up to me and basically tells me I have to go somewhere else because they're filming. And I said, I'm sorry, I'm not going anywhere else. Move out of my way. I literally pushed past her, walked around, whipped out my phone, took pictures of what they were doing. I was like, yeah, free country, people, free country. And I don't give two rats' ass about Netflix anyway. Now, down in that area, we saw this, the London Dungeon. And I said to my husband, when we get off the Eye, let's do the London Dungeon. And he said, okay. I had no idea what it was. But anyway, I didn't know what the Eye was either. We get on what looks like a huge Ferris wheel with this big glass bubble. All I can say is, first of all, thank God there's air conditioning in there. But here's some of the views we took. Now, if I had any complaints, it would be that two of the teenagers decided they were going to film some TikTok dance. Remember, we were crammed in there like sardines. Their parents saw them doing this and saw how annoyed most of the other people were, but of course made no attempt to stop what they were doing. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. People, 4 people in that pod. Oh. Now, granted, we were able to get some absolutely fabulous views. Of course, the sun burst through. Like I said, thank God there was air conditioning in there because you're in this huge glass dome thing with the sun. But you will not get better views than this. So I highly recommend, if you're in London, get on the London Eye and get the fast pass like we did, because you don't want to wait in that line. Sorry. Oh, and before anybody says I overreacted about the TikTok video, there were small children on there and they were using really foul language. Now, when we got off of this thing, I was ridiculously hungry. And we were looking around and I was like, I don't want fast food. I want to sit down. And we found this restaurant called The Peacock. Here's what it looks like. Right beyond the screens is our table,
And that is our view.
So the table was beautiful. Our view out the window was beautiful. The whole setup was gorgeous. And when the guy found out that I was taping for YouTube, he insisted on giving us a description of every dish as it came to the table. So I said that I think that would be lovely so everybody knows what it is. So here we go. Is this gentleman's description of dish number 1 and dish number 2, which were the first 2 things to arrive to our table. So here we go.
We have the steamed dumpling is the vegetarian. He look like the square is look like the is look like the people family style like that. It's very nice. And the inside is a vegetarian. Yeah, we have the mushroom. Oh, this one is the sauce. It's come with the vinegar, soya, and a little bit chili, oil. But the dipping with 3 combined together one. So it's tasty. It's really fancy. It's very taste nice. And this one is a vegetarian spring rolls as well. So outside is a little bit black. You can see the black sprouts. It's a seaweed, Japanese seaweed. He put on the side in come with square together. He say to the money come in. Yeah, that's called money come in the
Good luck.
Correct. It's good luck. And then we have that one is the dipping sauce, the vegetarian dipping sauce. The sweet chili is look like the Thai style sweet chili sauce. Yeah? That's the sweet chili sauce. Inside we have the garlic is a flavor. It's really nice and crispy. If you buy on the spring roll, you will yeah, it's a little bit crispy. That's
Perfect.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Super.
And let me just tell you, unbelievable good. Okay, here was the next thing that we ordered to the table, and here's his description.
Okay, well, next one is a spring roll again, but this spring roll is very nice one for the English Chinese people. We make it. It's a duck spring roll. So this duck spring roll is a crispy duck. The duck is go to the deep fry is very crispy and the dropping. Everything dropping already. He will make it a little bit is a carrot and veggie. Inside we make the wrap and go to and then the outside with the pastry for the pancake. We will make the rice. And we have the one sauce. This sauce is a brown sauce, like that is dark brown sauce. Inside is a sweetening, and then with the dipping, the crispy duck is really, really taste nice.
All right.
Awesome.
And my husband ordered this. Oh my.
We got the main course now. We have the 2. It's the one, the beef biscuits noodle soup. The noodle is come with the egg. Yeah, the egg noodle is the soft one, and the soup very clear. And we have a little bit bok choy, and then we have the garlic on top, garlic oil on top a little bit. Yeah, this is the soup clear, and then we eat is you can feeling very soft, very clear, and very tasty for the beef biscuits. Yeah, so soft.
And this is what I ordered. Yep.
And this one is a chicken, smoked chicken with the salt and pepper. We have the onion and then the fresh onion and a little bit garlic is as well. And then we have a little bit is push on the flavor is a salt and pepper.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So I want to show you guys how to find this restaurant. So the restaurant is up those stairs, and it's right next to the London Dungeon and the Eye. So you walk up the stairs, and then you turn to your left. There's the stairs from the top. And then just turn a little bit to the right, and there's the door. We would never have found it, but you don't want to miss it. It's that good. I'm telling you. You do not want to miss this restaurant. Now, when we were done, we went back down, and we went to the London Dungeon. And of course, there was no photography inside, but wow, this was absolutely amazing. We didn't expect it to last for as long as it did. We were in there for hours. Unfortunately, no photography allowed in there either. Now, when we got done there, we ended up at a museum that had some interesting pieces, letters and stuff for us to look at. As we were walking towards dinner, we passed this young lady. She was really, really good. So take a listen to this.
Looks like summer and talks like rain. Reminds me that there's time to change. Hey, hey. Since It's the return of her stay on the moon. She listens like spring and she talks like June.
And as we were walking towards dinner, we passed this. I couldn't believe it. What's number 2? Boozy hot chocolate. Oh my God. So we walked towards a building that my husband called the walkie-talkie building because that's what it looked like. And it held a restaurant called the Sky Garden. And so we went up there to eat dinner. So, all right, you guys, that is the end of day 4 and 5. Tune in next Sunday for our travels to our next stop and what happened. See you then.